few seconds, 3I Atlas is about to smash into the Earth. But let's rewind for just 1 second. Today we're asking the question, would humanity survive if 3I Atlas were to collide with Earth? We've come up with one possibility, and something quite remarkable happens, so make sure to stick around till the end of the episode. But this is what we've come up with. On October 1st, 3I Atlas collided with an undetected asteroid, changing its path and directed it towards Earth. All attempts to divert it failed. It broke off into two large sections, one striking the Pacific Ocean with a force that defies human comprehension, and the other striking North America. A wall of water, a tsunami miles high, raced across the globe. Forests were turned to splinters, cities to dust. Firestorms ignited by the searing heat raged across continents. Volcanoes, long dormant, were shocked into life. Trillions of tons of water and rock were thrown into the heavens, then fell back as a rain of molten glass and superheated rock. The Earth was shrouded, our vibrant blue marble reduced to a globe of smoke and ash. Immense earthquakes tore the crust apart. Beneath the surface, pockets of humanity clung to existence, sealed in bomb shelters, rationed and terrified. They relied on stored food, recycled air, and dwindling machinery until hope became the scarcest resource. The fires eventually died down, but the smoke did not clear. A thick, impenetrable blanket now enveloped the entire planet. For the survivors underground, the long night stretched into decades and then into a century. On the surface, a deep twilight descended. Temperatures had plummeted. Glaciers began to grind over the ruins of civilization. A thick, impenetrable blanket now enveloped the entire planet. The sun, the source of all energy and life, was gone. Plants, starved of sunlight, withered and died. Great forests became skeletal remains. Most animals died. The oceans became toxic graveyards. The last human voices faded away, lost to starvation, disease, or despair. The great experiment of human consciousness was over. The planet was now left to heal or to die in the cold. After 2 centuries of unrelenting darkness, a change began. The thick shroud began to thin. A faint ghostly light pierced the upper atmosphere. The edges of vast glaciers began to melt, creating trickles, then streams, then torrents. These rivers carved channels through ash, slowly washing the land clean. Lichens and hardy mosses were the pioneers, clinging to life on bare rock. In shallow coastal waters, microscopic algae began to photosynthesize. The weather was still chaotic. Storms of unimaginable scale raged as the atmosphere rebalanced. Yet amid the chaos, the planet breathed again, shallowly but undeniably. The return of light signaled not an end, but the start of a long, arduous recovery. From the 3rd to the 5th century, Earth's recovery accelerated, measured now in geological time. The atmosphere continued to clear, letting more sunlight warm the surface. Rivers carved new paths, carrying sediments and toxins to the deep and slowly purifying the seas. Phytoplankton blooms pumped oxygen back into the air, enabling more complex life to return. Lichens eroded rock into soil. Spores and hardy seeds found purchase in damp valleys. Vast, monotonous forests of ferns spread, the new lungs of the planet. Between the 6th and 9th centuries, more complex plants, conifers, began to rise above the fern canopy. Protected seeds, buried for centuries, germinated as soils grew richer. Rivers and oceans cleared. The world was no longer silent. The hum of life returned. By the 9th century, the atmosphere was rich in oxygen, climate temperate, water clean. Old genetic codes reasserted themselves. Familiar life patterns rebuilt the biosphere. But in the crater, something slept, waiting for 1,000 years. The 1,000th year arrives. The planet is lush, wild, and teeming with a renewed biosphere. Evolution marched forward, filling the world with creatures descended from hardy survivors. Deep within the colossal crater, a different form of life begins to awaken. For 1,000 years it lay dormant, shielded in the meteorite's heart. It does not use DNA. Its genetic code is profoundly alien, a different chemistry, a different architecture. The first organisms are crystalline flora, growing from mineral-rich rock, pulsing with internal light. The asteroid was not just an instrument of death. It was a vessel of creation, a cosmic seed. It planted the potential for a new tree of life in our wounded soil. The two biologies now exist side by side, one born of Earth, one from the stars. Will they compete, merge, coexist in a strange and beautiful equilibrium? The story of life on Earth is now part of a larger cosmic narrative. It suggests life may be a tenacious seed scattered by the universe itself. Destruction gave way to a shocking and beautiful new beginning. The silence of extinction has been replaced by the hum of two distinct biologies, a planetary duet. The planet, once near dead, now hosts two forms of life, resilience and wonder intertwined. The tale of life on this small blue planet, now infused with a spark from the stars, has entered its most wondrous and unknown chapter.
Hey, so we hope you enjoyed the episode. Let us know in the comments if you'd like a part 2 and hit that subscribe button. That would really help us out. And thanks for watching.